Right then, so Manchester United have just beaten Brighton 2-0, and finally this absolutely dreadful Premier League season has come to an end. But luckily we've now got some momentum going in to the FA Cup final next week, and hopefully we're able to give the Oil Merchants a big spanking. Hopefully, come on Man United. But look, it was a poor performance from us today. It was. We won the game though, thank God, but yeah, first off, we were absolutely shocking, if we're being honest. Brighton were absolutely all over us. God knows how they did the score. But yeah, we were decent defensively, though. Unana did a decent job today as well. But yeah, I just feel like it just generally as well. Putting Scott McTominay up front these last, today, I think he was playing quite far up the front against Newcastle as well. It just sums up our whole season, basically, doesn't it, by doing that? Injuries just everywhere, to be fair, and just which shows how dreadful we've been. But look, big win today. Delighted with it. Rasmus Højlund getting a late goal, and obviously, I don't know why I'm going backwards all the way. Yeah, Dalot scoring us our first goal to make us 1-0 up, and then Højlund fully wrapping it up. Good stuff. But yeah, I think from when we scored the first goal, we fully cemented our place more in that game, though, to be fair. And we were much better when we got that first goal. And yeah, we were much more of a threat, which was better to see from us, to be honest. But yeah, dreadful performance. Brighton were literally all over us, outplaying us, winning, just embarrassing us for a lot of that game. Thank God. I mean, yeah, and we somehow didn't actually concede. So very happy with that. Thank God we got the win. But look, the momentum is the most important thing, though. The final next week is huge. We must win it. Must win it. If we want to get into any European competition, we must win the FA Cup next season. Not next season. This season. Next Saturday. Next week. Manchester United must win the FA Cup. Simple as that. We must win it. But it's going to be a difficult ask against the Oil Merchants, isn't it? If we're being honest, it's going to be a real difficult one for us. Hopefully, Manchester United are able to pull off, though. Hopefully, we're able to pull it off. But it's going to be difficult. But we've got momentum, and that's the most important thing. I feel like I'm hoping that literally the whole game we're going to be able to counter the Oil Merchants. I reckon we're going to try and sit back, and we're going to try and catch them out on the break. That's what we're going to try and do, but we need to be real tight defensively, though, which we were at times today, though, which is a positive, and I feel like that's what I don't know, that's how we could be playing next week. It's going to be sloppy, but, I mean, I might be a bit optimistic, but I've got that feeling we could actually win the final next week. I really hope so anyway, but I think we're going to try and counter them, though. That's what we're going to try and do. But yeah, needs to be tight defensively. We need Varane and Martinez starting. If we stand any chance of winning the FA Cup next week, we can't start Casemiro, I don't think. But yeah, Rasmus Højlund must start. Don't know why he hasn't started against Newcastle or Brighton this week. Don't know why. Because yeah, he's came on, done well, scored goals. But yeah, hopefully we're able to pull something off next week, though. That's what all the attention is on now. Next week, next Saturday, 3 p.m., Manchester United go at it for the FA Cup. And hopefully we're able to get the win. But look, we really need to be on it next week, though. We need to be on it. Like, we weren't on it attacking. Overall, we weren't on it offensively overall. The midfield just wasn't there for us today. But, like, Brighton were really often winning that midfield battle against us today, especially in that first half. So, midfield needs to be stronger, but with all our injuries, it's going to be difficult. We need Mainu to have a world-class performance next week. And, if Casemiro is starting, we need him to bloody have the performance of his career. Let's be real. Every single one of our players basically need the performance of their career, if we're being honest with you next week. We must win that game. We must win that game. Like, honestly, it's so important. So important. Like, it's always important to win a final. But this season, where it's just been a complete shit show from us the whole year, please, boys, just bring us home the FA Cup and don't let these Oil Merchants do the double. But yeah, look, we must win this FA Cup and, just bring a positive out of one of our worst seasons ever, because 8th place, that's the worst position we've ever finished in the Premier League. So, and the Champions League was an absolute shit show from us as well. So please, Can we win the FA Cup next week? Come on, Man United. We better do it. But yeah, look, overall, Bruno Fernandes is the spark to this team, as we know. 100% he is. And I feel like, again, we need him to have the game of his career as well. It's so important because he's so important to this Manchester United team, Bruno Fernandes. He must have the game of his career next week and do his thing well again and really lead this team. So, and, as fans, we need to keep on getting behind the team as we always do every week, but we need to keep on doing it. It's such an important game, and hopefully we'll be able to pull it off, but it's going to be so difficult though. I'm trying to be optimistic here and have hope going into that game because I really badly want to win it. But yeah, who knows? We'll have to wait and see next Saturday, but let's see. Anyway, come on, Man United. Let's bring this FA Cup home next.